Evening. Right, built up some exciting tension for this one by leaving it right in the middle of a puzzle and then declaring midweek that I had solved the puzzle. So it's possible I'll absolutely smash through this, making the thing say Kashmir in like 30 seconds, and it's also possible we'll have a full hour of me going, oh no, wait, not that, ah shit, does anyone else know how it's meant to work? So I gather no one else has done the homework and tried to solve this puzzle, because why would you? So yeah, so I'm trying to remember why I'm actually doing this. I just got so excited and obsessed with the puzzle. I know I need to get that Kashmir, there'll be a box and some stuff. Oh, so I translated the note from the mountain, sort of gave me beneath Cappy's keys, Pappy's name please. That's why I need to put Pappy's name, Kashmir, in. So this will presumably not actually be the treasure, it'll just be another link in the chain. I also still have to make a birthday cake for Tex. So yeah, let's hope I get through this and we don't end up with a Tex-free episode. Oh, I mean, I guess if that's likely to happen, I might rush back and just say hi to him. Right. Okay, this is already looking bad. Yeah, I'm looking for the wrong letters here. Right, okay, that one. Then I think I want to do this one. Then I think I want to do this one. Then I want to press the third letter until it's right. Basically what I've done here is I've worked out an order where I do one first, that nothing else, that was just on its own, then do another one that only accepts future ones, so all the ones I've set won't be touched again by any of the other buttons I press. That's the plan, that's what I calculated, that's what I'm hoping I got right. Then fifth, I get that right, that's already right. Sixth, I want to do the M. And then seventh, I do the C. And then this I should be able to do on its own and finish it. I fucking done it! I solved the puzzle on Friday. I'm very pleased with myself. I will still need your help later on. Don't worry, I'm not going to get all big-headed and think I can do the rest of the game on my own. Just happy with that one thing.
Take your forks and a crank to the Beady Eyes Ranch and make sure you see what's below. When you stick the forks in and give it a spin, off toward my treasure you'll go.
Okay, so I think I've got a crank, which I hadn't worked out what to do with that. And there are tuning forks in Mary's shop, which I wasn't able to pick up. Presumably I will now be able to, because I've unlocked a plot reason to do so. Beady Eyes Ranch. Have I seen Beady Eyes Ranch yet? I wouldn't have thought so, because I would have, like, made some mention of Liam Gallagher if this had come up, and I sure don't remember doing that. Beady Eyes Ranch, go below. Am I going to get to keep this, or am I going to have to memorise this?
Take your forks and a crank to the Beady Eyes Ranch and make sure you see what's below. When you stick the forks in and give it a spin, off toward my treasure you'll go.
So I'm going to take a photo of this on my phone just in case it does not pick this up. But in general, I think this game is quite nice, and we'll probably have it in my inventory. It's not consistent on that though. Yeah, it's staying there. Okay. Whoa, just got a spooky noise. I guess this is a ghost town. And this is, I guess, a Halloween episode.
I'm getting a definite feeling I'm not alone.
Okay, spookness confirmed. guess I'll just leave. I'm sure this not being alone thing will get resolved some other time. It'll be one of the people I've said is sus is following me, right? Okay, so no sign of BDI Ranch. So I guess most obvious thing is phone the historian. I wonder if it's going to keep being that. There was a ghost! Ah, I've gone now. But, good catch, Rybo. What kind of ghost? Like a classic sheep with eyes cut out ghost? Risky in this area of America, could be misinterpreted. Or like a sort of Victorian child ghost? Or like a jockey who would be riding a ghost horse? What are we talking, Rybo? Ah, a curtain ghost. Or possibly just a curtain. Good type of ghost. Where's the fucking tuning forks? Are they in here? Here.
Tuning forks. Maybe Dirk meant tuning forks.
Okay, but can I have them? Am I going to have to speak to Mary about them? I mean, she is not a fan of mine at the moment, so that seems unlikely to work. I mean, try winching them, just to point out that I understand the association. I don't have the note, do I? Nope. Right. Yo, we're friends, right?
Can I help you with something?
Here we go.
I noticed some tuning forks over there. Would it be okay if I borrowed them for a while?
Tell you what, if you go out and find me 10 arrowheads for this display I'm working on, I'll give them to you for free. You can put them in this.
Okay, but can I pay for the tuning forks or bash you and steal them? 10 arrowheads is a lot. I mean, this is a lie, but I'm going to go for it because I found like 2. This is going to be like the sticks, but over the whole fucking place. This is going to keep me busy a while. Tex might have to wait for his cake.
But I've never found
He
an
doesn't know he's
arrowhead in
getting.
my life.
There are arrowheads all over this area. You just have to keep your eyes open. You should be able to find 10 in no time. As long as you don't dig and only collect arrowheads that the rain and wind have uncovered, you won't be breaking any rules.
This area. I'm going to risk asking about
Do
this.
you know anything about the treasure Dirk Valentine supposedly buried
I don't think
somewhere
she's going to tell
around
me anything I
Shadow
don't
Ranch?
already know, though, is
I
she?
know it's a lot of hogwash.
What makes you so sure?
If I had $1 for every lost mine or buried treasure story I've heard in the 30-odd years I've lived here, I'd have 10 horses, 2 cars, and possibly my own helicopter. It's nothing but a tall tale. Trust me.
It was great talking to you.
Catch you later.
That is a very good point, Marie. I did risk a dramatic game over. Yeah, by keep accidentally pressing my mute button. I did risk a game over by lying to Mary about how many arrowheads I had. If she'd been like, I can see them bulging out of your pockets right now, god damn you, and like throw me out of her shop and kick me in the dick or whatever. And I'm actually now somewhat disappointed I didn't get a game over for that. Oh well. Right, so my arrowhead collection, I believe... Oh, they've been put into here. It stands at 2. Cool. So she must have seen me put them in the box. She knows I'm a liar. She's forgiven me before for shit. How the fuck do I find arrowheads? Surface collected on private lands. Is that some kind of clue that I only look at private lands? Oh shit! I burned my token, didn't I? Like, I remember this, and it took me long enough. I think I am going to wait to see if I really need another coin before I go through this again. Yeah, I fucked it already, haven't I? Like, it's quite a fun puzzle, but I don't want to do it again. It's an odd choice they've made. Having me actually lose my coin. Maybe I should have reloaded a save as soon as that happened to avoid it. Oh well, let's worry about it later. I mean, is she even the person to ask about BDI Ranch? She seems to know a lot of stuff. It's worth a shot.
Charlena Purcell's office.
Hi, this is Nancy Drew.
Say no more.
I'm kind of a big fucking deal.
Hello, Nancy. What's the latest?
Yup.
Talk to you soon.
Look forward to it.
They'll know where places are, right? The geographic survey. And I don't think I've rung them yet.
SWGS, this is Geza.
Hi, my name is Nancy
All right,
Drew.
geezer.
Not too long ago, you provided this person I know with a map that showed the locations of mineral deposits in central Arizona.
That's what I'm here for.
Is it unusual for an ordinary citizen to request a map like that?
Depends on which map it was.
The number on it was PUB893A.
Did Nancy just memorize all this shit?
Publication
She's good.
893 Alpha. Let me get it on my screen here. Yeah, that's a map somebody'd use if they wanted to go prospecting in their spare time. What's this person's name?
Shorty Thurman?
Shorty Thurmond. Yep, there he is. According to my notes, he'd just started a job in the Shadow Mountain area and figured he'd go looking for gold on his off hours.
You keep notes on all the calls you get?
In a bureaucracy like this one, you never know. When something goes south and fingers start pointing, it's always good to have your side of the story all nice and documented.
How likely do you think it is that Shorty will find any gold around Shadow Mountain?
Oh, he might find a nugget or two, but from the looks of the maps I sent him, any ore out there would be of such low quality that attempting to extract gold from it would be pointless. That's interesting.
What is?
Apparently, this Shorty person asked me if I knew anything about Dirk Valentine's treasure.
Really?
Good notes,
Do you remember
geezer.
what he said?
As I recall, he'd heard a rumor that some outlaw had buried some kind of treasure near Shadow Mountain. He thought it might be in an old mine shaft or something.
And what did you tell him?
Nothing. I didn't know anything about it.
Well, thank you, Geza.
No problem. What did you say your name was again? Nancy...
Drew.
Nancy Drew. Asked a lot of questions. Didn't buy...
But she really appreciated your taking the time to talk to her. Be sure to put that in your notes too, okay?
Got it. Goodbye, Miss Drew.
That is
Bye.
a good pissy note. I got a lot of respect for Geezer. Right, I don't feel great on my chances of finding out about BDI. Like the Rawleys will know the area, the sheriff will know the area. It won't take long to check anyway, will it?
Hello?
Hi, Aunt Bet. I forgot to ask you before how Uncle Ed was doing.
Well, he definitely has some kind of infection.
I'm fine.
So they've got him on antibiotics. We'll be here at least 2 more days.
I've been asking about this shit. Is it time to ask about Jane Nash?
I noticed
Yeah,
a
it's
letter
time to
in
ask
your
about
roll
Jane
top
Nash.
desk from someone named Jane Nash.
Oh, yes. She worked for us back in Phoenix when we still owned the clothing store. Unfortunately, she turned out to be totally unreliable and we had to let her go.
Her letter sounded almost threatening.
Oh, she's harmless. Part of her problem was that she was all talk and no show. It was Ed's idea to hire her.
She was a good salesperson. She was just not a very good person.
This is an odd question. Let's go with the
Has
text side
Tex ever
first.
said anything to you about her?
About Jane? No, why would he?
I just wondered, that's all.
She had an ex-husband or two, as I recall. Very unstable emotionally.
Then how can you be so sure she won't do something to get back at you?
For the same reason we fired her, dear. She's too lazy.
I'm a big fan of Too Lazy to Be Dangerous. It's their place. They got a right to know about
Are
this.
you
if they
aware
didn't
that there's
already.
a secret door behind the bookcase in the den?
No. Oh, my, you really are quite the detective. How did you discover that?
Well, actually, it's a long story. What do you know about Dirk Valentine?
Never heard of him. Do you know a Dirk Valentine?
Isn't he that outlaw guy Shorty was carrying on about the night I got bit?
I feel like sometimes the Dirk Valentine story is quite a well-known urban legend, and sometimes you get like the Maps admin guy and these guys are just like, who? What? That might just be me paying attention badly, though, rather than anything actually inconsistent.
I just wondered if you'd ever come across anything that belonged to him.
Never. And I'd remember a name like that. Dirk Valentine. Sounds like a character from a Charlena Purcell novel.
Let's not name drop just yet. Yeah.
Are you a Charlena Purcell fan?
Charlena Purcell? Of course I'm a fan. Who isn't?
I'm not.
Oh, Ed, be quiet. Why do you ask?
Because
I'm
I
gonna
just
show
talked
off.
to her.
Can't stop it.
Really? About what?
About Shadow Ranch, actually, and about Dirk Valentine. She's done quite a bit of research on him. He was in love with Frances Humber, you know.
Oh my gosh. You mean Charlena Purcell is going to write a book that takes place on our ranch?
She's still my palpitating heart.
Ed, you tell her she's welcome to visit Shadow Ranch and do all the research she wants anytime she wants.
Don't I get some say in this?
No.
Oh, Restream keeps dropping. That's a worrying sign, because she's on the same internet connection as me. Is it working alright for you, Rybo? Because at the start I did get some scary numbers that I didn't understand coming up on OBS.
I'll be in touch.
All right, dear. Bye now.
Tempted to put it up on like my phone or something so I can see how it looks. Okay, it's all fine for Rybo. Well, that's something. I mean, I guess if we're tight on bandwidth, I'm hogging it all. No, because I'm on the upload. Doesn't matter. Anyway, I can't diagnose this now. Sorry, Marie. Unless you want to come here and just sit behind me and watch, but then you'll be on a different time to everyone else. Where was I? I was going to find the sheriff.
Hernandez.
Hello, Sheriff. It's Nancy Drew again.
Hello, Nancy. What can I do for you?
Do you go out to the ghost town very much?
Out to Dry Creek? Haven't been there in ages. Why?
I get the feeling someone's hiding out there.
Hiding out? Like a band of desperados or something?
Or something, yes.
Well, next time I have some time to kill, I'll drive up there and check things out. How'd that be?
Thanks for your help.
Thanks to
My
cops. Right, so this BDI thing's going nowhere. Don't think I had a chance to ask Mary about it. So yeah, I need to find the 10 arrowheads, but that's pointless unless I can get to BDI. Maybe some of them even are there. Like, I'm surprised I've only seen 2 if there are meant to be 10 around, but then on the other hand, until I started looking for sticks, I was just nowhere near, was I? Let's look around here some more. I think I've not really had any use for trail stop yet, have I? So this could be a useful new location. Seems like somewhere shit'd be lying around. Oh, there you go. I'm absolutely nailing this, guys.
3 down, 7 to go.
There's that. Ooh. Yeah, it does get a lot easier when you're looking for them. So I'm wondering if eventually I get lucky and that snake just won't exist. You know, like when there was a rattlesnake in the fruit patch for the first time ever. I just came back when it wasn't there. I believe that's what the Wikipedia entry on the rattlesnake said. It was like, just don't bother. Oh no, that's just fringes of that sign. That's got to be a clue at some point. That's not just going to be some adorable flavour. There is going to be Charlie is going to be a code word or something, right? Oh, there's no rattle. There's a rattle. I don't think Larry think that is going to make any sense. I'm going to try it because you suggested it, Rybo, but I don't think I'm getting anything out of that. Ah! Nope. Thanks a bunch. It's fine. I'm not actually mad. But I've seen that game over before, so it's not as exciting as the one I didn't get for lying to Mary. So this seems to be quite a persistent rattlesnake, but I think... Is that like a trapdoor under it? Like, going into some cool underground shit? Right. How else do you deal with a snake? This is like a silly game thing, where like, when I get to the point in the plot where I'm allowed to go here, the snake will just fuck off. Yep. Halfway there. So I found more easily than I expected, but I still don't feel good. Because they're not all going to be on this path, I don't think. It seems to be pretty much one per screen. And there's only a couple of screens before it's like, whoa, don't go walking off into the desert, dickhead.
I think I'll let Bob do the walking.
Right here, okay. So I've run out of here. I feel like the bit of mountain where I did the glyphs could be ripe for it.
Heck, why walk when I can ride?
Yeah, she's really not up for going far. Let me go on my horse and go somewhere. It's Cougar Bend is where I was talking about, wasn't it? Right, that looked like one there. I think I imagined it. Oh, nope. I mean, if there's ones around here, I'd probably have spotted them while I was dicking around doing the glyphs, actually, wouldn't I? Like, I'd have just been excited to see a hot spot. I've got to double check anyway, but I reckon now I'm here that there probably won't actually be any here.
Ta-da!
Good job, mate. Maybe I even did find some up here, but they were so obvious that I managed to pick them up. Oh, nope, there you go.
Only 3 more to go.
I mean, it's possible that finding all 10 of these will, like, lead me to the secret of BDI. Can't even see the floor here. Useless. There can't be any in the garden of the Rawley Ranch, right? Because I'd have spotted them while I was trying to find those fucking sticks. Like, the weird navigation to this means sometimes I'm not sure if I've looked at every bit. Like, because, you know, especially in the Rawley Garden, there were, like, routes you could only see if you... Well, as far as I could work out, you can only get from a certain angle. Oh, I thought that was a thing on the floor. It was just the bottom of a horse. But I'm pretty sure I'm done anyway. Let's go Dry Creek, because I've not really looked for arrowheads there properly, and also I want to see this ghostly curtain. Oh, Katie, I'm looking for arrowheads. So I got through my Kashmir clue, and it basically told me I needed the tuning forks and the crank, and to go to somewhere called BDI Ranch. And so I was like, oh, I know where the tuning forks are. And then Mary's like, you can have them if you collect me 10 arrowheads. And I had 2 already that I'd found earlier. You probably saw me find them. And then I lied to her, said I've never found an arrowhead in my life. Because I couldn't help myself, just really wanted to do a lie. And then I was quite scared of having to find loads, given how long those sticks took me. So far it's going better than expected. But I still, you know, have 3 left. and they could be the hardest 3, right? I might have just done the easy work. I do enjoy knowing how many there are, because that was part of the problem with the sticks, right? I was like, enough sticks, and then I'd keep thinking I had enough sticks, and then it wasn't enough sticks. And then it was never enough sticks, and I just kept going back and check. At least this time, no back and forth. I know I don't have enough arrowheads. Oh, and I'm not allowed to dig for them, that's like a crime. But I think that's okay, because the game isn't going to give me the opportunity. Or maybe there will be like a buried one, and I can get a game over by illegally digging. Is the one in this shitter? Is that why there's an item? Oh! Oh, he's looking like a game over boy! Well, I mean, that's a scary lad. I don't really have a thing to do with him. Like, he's definitely going to game over me if I grab that, isn't he? And that is kind of digging. But I'm going to do it, right? We all know I'm going to do it. Let's stop wasting time. Angry boy. Oh. I thought there'd be a bit more to it than that. It's not going to be the lariat, Rybo. That doesn't even make sense. I'll try the gloves. I don't feel good about them either. So it only lets me use them on that, which I feel like is not going to be the solution. But, hey, it's cheap to try. So it could be that that one's deliberately a trap. Like, I don't need it because it's buried. Although it is exposed to some extent. So I think that probably is a real one. I've got rid of this dickhead. I've got no signal. I'm trying to think if I had a web search on these fuckers. Little scorpion-y guys. Or maybe one would have appeared and that's what that little exclamation mark is. So that's one I got. Right, that looks like a space where an arrowhead used to be. Do you think I can go up those stairs? I cannot. Oh yeah, there's this sort of tease that I can get into the house, but actually I can't. Like, what on earth is this even a location for? It's just for that, I guess. Which is a clue I don't know what to make of yet. I'm excited for the day I do. Can't get any closer to that. Lost my bearings a bit. Ooh. More writing? Don't think I've seen this view before. I think I missed this in previous investigations. Yeah, look at that book. That book isn't an arrowhead. Check if there's a house in here. Yep, sure. I'll reread the details of that some other time when I have the equipment to do something with it. Don't we want out there? Nope. Arrowhead under the pillow for safekeeping. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, this fucking game that I can't play anymore because I spaffed my one coin. Very annoyed about that. I am somewhat running out of ideas. We've had a nice search here. And I have seen one more arrowhead, which I can't get, but at least I know it exists. Probably, and it's just a trap. The murdery rattlesnake didn't seem to have an arrowhead. Is it possible that new arrowheads have appeared since I've been asked to get them and it wasn't actually possible to get all 10 at first? It's not implausible, is it? It's a bit artificial, but then they don't all appear late because I managed to find 2. This is the
That looks like Mary Yazzie and Tex.
I mean, the ranch is worth a check anyway because I've got someone to say hello to. He's out hanging out with Mary Yazzie. Oh, but I can rob his shit. I can't rob his shit. Oh, I mean, I guess if he's not here, I won't get in trouble for not leaving the saddler. Or I will get in trouble, but that will summon Tex, so it'll be worth it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to try and leave without...
Alright, that's it.
Yay!
You don't know enough to take
I
the
summoned
saddle and
Tex!
bridle off your horse before you go traipsing off. You don't deserve a horse. No more riding for you, sister.
Happy birthday! Whoops, I'm all the way back here. That's weird. The second chance sent me so far back. Normally the second chance is quite kind. You know, it's like right before I fuck up.
That looks like Mary Yazzie and Tex.
I mean, there's intrigue there, but also it is a suggestion that, like, a plot gate has been opened, right?
No sense going in there without a horse to ride.
Okay, can't search that for arrows. Just gonna turn around to see if he's appeared like a creepy Watson. Nope, he has not appeared like a creepy Watson. Right. Arrowhead hunt. There's no way they're here though. It's just... why would I not have seen them?
Hello, Nancy. Something I can do for you?
I'm pretty sure I saw Mary Yazzie riding on the Raleigh's property. Have you ever seen her riding around here?
Can't say as I have, but then most of my duties require me to stay close to home. Tex, he's the one you ought to ask.
Friendly, helpful Tex. Do I want to go straight up and accuse him? I mean, I can't at the moment because he's not around. But I do want to talk to him. That is always true.
May I see that letter Frances Humber wrote to your great-aunt again?
Sure.
Thanks for letting me see it.
This doesn't tell me where there are arrowheads or where BDI Ranch is.
I'll let you get back to work.
Appreciate it.
I guess I'll have a look in here. It won't be shit in here. Oh, I was going to check the internet for dealing with like scorpion-y dickheads, wasn't I?
This is not the right
Sorry,
time.
I got excited. Oh, maybe there's just some arrowheads hanging up on the wall in the house and I can rob them. None in there. Scorpions. Pretty scary boys. Hairy scorpion. Oh, am I meant to be paying attention to which type of scorpion it is? I'll skim all this first and then I'll come back to that. Doesn't really have a deal with them. There's some sort of attracted to moisture chalk, like that one. Sort of yellow, kind of gold, wasn't it? Attracted to moisture, attracted to water, attracted to sleeping bags and shoes. Doesn't really give me useful information to dealing with it. Shout out to Princess. Hi. So I was going to ask Shorty if he knows where BDI Ranch is, because he's a map guy. That's all I got.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Yeah, thanks a bunch.
Well, I'd better get going.
Pleasure talking to you.
First thing I'll need to make that cake is a mixing bowl.
Okay, I was wondering if I could make the cake. I guess I am making the cake now. Better butter. I think I'm making a cake. I think that's right.
I can't get in there right now.
Oh, I can't look at the recipe right now, so I am gonna do a trouble. Is that vanilla?
I can't get in there right now. I can't get in there right now. I can't get in there right now. I can't get in there right now.
Wow, she really likes saying that, eh?
I can't get in there right now. I can't get in there right now.
Calm down.
I can't get in there right now. I can't get in there right now.
Why'd you do doing that? Throw it away. It's just shit cake. Maybe it is actually I need to get through the birthday celebrations and then some more shit will unlock. So, photo on my phone. I ain't memorising this. Not compete without icing in my marzipan flour. This music is very overcooked. I approve. Okay, that's a cup of butter. Just throw that in. Throw another one in. 1 2/3 of milk. That's going to be the milk, isn't it? Third. 2/3. 1 cup. 1 1/3. 1 2/3. Okay. 4 cups of flour. Ah, oh, fuck. Does anyone have any cups in a pint? I thought a cup is about 240, which means 2 cups in a pint. So I think I want 2 pints. Does anyone know what's up there, or shall I look it up? An imperial pint is 2.4 US cups, but maybe there's Yeah, I think a cup. Yeah, 2 cups of pint. Cool. Feel good. That was my first guess. So I need to put in 2 pints. Let's get my photo back. Double check I remembered that right. Yep. 4 cups. That's another pint of flour. Measuring flour in pints is very odd. Maybe it's normal. It's odd to me. Baking powder, 1 tablespoon. I mean, presumably TSP means tablespoon in this. Don't know, I'm not meant to put the right number of teaspoons for a tablespoon. Although it does say teaspoons is an option because the vanilla comes in teaspoons. I'm just going to do 1. Let's hope it's fine. Then I'm going to look at the vanilla. That says teaspoons. Is there a number of teaspoons in a tablespoon? I've never thought of that before. And then 2 1/3 cups of sugar. Is this going to take ages? Yes. It's going to really annoy me when there's the wrong amount of baking powder. Can someone check if there's a teaspoon to tablespoon conversion that exists as a standard, please? Oh, thanks, Katie. 3 of them, right. So I've only put 1 teaspoon in so far of the baking powder. I'm going to finish the sugar first. So I've done 1/3 of sugar, 2/3 of sugar, cup of sugar, 1 1/3, 1 2/3, 2 1/3. Okay, then I need 2 more teaspoons of baking powder. And that is done. Kind of. I mean, it's not really a recipe. Oh, it's got FH at the end of the recipe. I've not noticed that before. Not complete without icing and my marzipan flour. Flour spelled the W, which is odd. But I don't. Are these things I'm meant to find? Oh, I back off and then I get the bake option, don't I? Bake, bake. Oh. I don't see anything on that recipe telling me how big it's meant to be. Just cake, those things. I guess I'll choose the big one. That looks a bit
Looks like I'm gonna have to guess how long to cook it and what temperature to use.
Oh, fuck off. Gonna do how I do my cooking in real life. Or my baking. My cooking I don't look anything up, I just guess and then add chili flakes until it's fine, obviously. Oh, hello! Come back to you. There ain't shit about cakes, right. I know I've got, like, bakers watching me. I mean, unfortunately, Marie... I think has dropped because she can get a good enough stream, which is a shame because she's a baker. But no, Heidi's a good baker to listen to. Always 180. Okay, I'll take that. I'm going to read this thing about arrowhead collecting. Just get distracted in the middle of this distraction back to my main thing. I'm very smart. I can hold multiple things in my head. I'm too smart to even write notes. I'm a senior detective, mate. Mounted on a shaft. This feels like just background information and just forcing some learning into my video game. Right. I mean, is it giving me instructions for how to, like, just bullshit, fake my own arrowheads instead of finding them? I mean, I've not seen any large nodules of flint, so I don't think this is helpful. Illegal on most public lands. I mean, that ghost town was public, right? Absolutely rinse that for arrowheads. Oh no, not the ghost town. The danger bit. Heidi is declaring herself the opposite of whatever a baker is. I don't know what the opposite of a baker is. I don't think it's a thing. I feel like I should be able to reach for a good joke about this, but I got nothing. Sorry, I'm trying to read this thing about arrowheads, but I'm distracted trying to do an opposite of a baker joke. And all that goes into my head is like the opposite of like famously beloved Doctor Who, Tom Baker. But then the first thing that pops into my mind as an unbeloved Doctor is Colin Baker. So that achieves nothing. I should just read about arrowheads. Always ask the landowner's permission before doing so. Wonder if that's a hint. Like what? Who do I get to speak to? I guess I could phone the Rawleys, ask if I can look around their shit. Points, which are already exposed. Do not dig. Still unclear on that one that's next to the Scorpion, whether that is considered digging. Anyway, okay, 180 isn't an option. So I'm going to go medium, like it's a pub quiz machine, and I'm picking the middle answer. I like 45 as a cake time. Do you reckon there's meant to be some information somewhere? She says guess, not like... doing it. I could ask Shorty. I'm going to ask Shorty.
Once I bake this batch of batter, I can take a break.
Okay, not giving me an option there to back out. But I can phone people.
This is the Drew residence. Please leave a message at the beep.
Hi, Hannah. Bye, Hannah.
So yeah, I would obviously be phoning my mum. I guess I'll phone the Rawleys again. Posters, good shout, Heidi.
Hello?
Hi, Aunt Bet. It's Nancy.
Hi, Nancy. It's Nancy.
I can hear, Bet.
I'll be in touch.
All right, dear. Bye now.
But yeah, I do appear to be stuck with this batch. Like, I'm going to have to do something to this.
Might as well finish what I've started.
Yep. Medium of 45 just seemed very sensible. But I also might have picked the wrong side. That looks okay, but that was an unpleasant noise, but I think that's just a noise ovens make.
Perfect.
Hey!
Maybe I should try a little, just to be sure.
Am I going to accidentally eat all the cake like a cookie monster?
I should put that icing Shorty made on it.
I'm sure you made icing. Oh, it's icing puzzle time!
What are these?
I made you that flower Frances mentioned in her recipe. I cut all the pieces out of marzipan using her old forms, but I'll be darned if I can figure out how the pieces go.
That old flower? What did she say? Oh yeah, it was one of the... marzipan flower, right. So, is that going to look like her favourite flower? Which we have heard what it is, and then I need to look up flowers and shit. Is there web searches for flowers? Harrison's yellow. That's her favourite flower, right? But that's not an easy shape for me to make. That's all complex and like a busy old flower. Hey, Marie's back. You missed Bacon Club, where I got the numbers right because I'm really good at baking. You'd be so proud of me. Hey, Vinegar Pie, I see you. So all these other recipes actually have like numbers and shit on them. Oh no, not this one. Yes, you do remember some talk about a favourite flower, right? It was in like the letter or something. I've probably got the letter in my hand. No, I don't. Fuck's the letter? No, it's not in the one that what's his name had. Secret compartment letter. Cool. And this is to Francis. Your favourite flowers and the flowers on your favourites. I mean, this is maybe more about... This won't be relevant to the cake. This will be a coincidence. Right? The flower shit is... And also it's not named here, so this is clearly a reminder that I need to know about the flowers. Another mention of piano there. Maybe I should just jab the bits of icing until I can just make a shape that's nice. Let's do a little bit of that. Nice, I'd covered the cake while I was faffing around. That's very good. Oh, is that actually a shape it's got to fit into there? Oh, did that? Oh, that locked in. That's good. Yeah, this is going to be fine. I don't need to look up any flowers and shit. I've just done a confident boast there, haven't I? Whoops. Let's hope no one was listening. Nope, don't like that one. I think this might look like shit once it's in place. Like, oh no, it's gonna look pretty. Fair enough. I guess every bit's got to go in. I think it already looks nice actually. These bits are. I'm not sure these bits are actually helping at all.
It's a tulip.
What's this?
Okay.
That's food coloring, so you can paint that marzipan flower.
Okay. Am I going to get that wrong? Okay, I can't just scribble red over everything. Oh, I paint it in just regular old colours that flowers are. I thought it was going to be some puzzle where I had to find a bit of stained glass. I think I just mash all the colours in. Well, it's not letting me put any more colours in. He looks happy.
Miss Nancy, how may I be of service?
Well, I'd better get going.
Drop by any time.
I mean, it kind of looks like I've done it. Like maybe that would have updated my tick list. That's what the little icon was. Yeah, I can't go back to it. So that's done. I've done actually that appetising, but that doesn't matter. It's probably delicious. Bit short on vinegar, but what can you do? Not everything's a vinegar pie. So I think this is going to be somewhat like the previous meal stuff when I had to make the fire and all that shit, where I don't actually get anything for it.
Hey, you crowding me here, Nancy. I need elbow room when I cook.
Whatever.
Sorry.
Wait, what? I should not be dismissive. That's an entirely reasonable wish. Yeah, so like when I made the meal on the first day, or like got in the veg and did the fire and got the danger bucket and stuff, and it was like, did nothing. I guess I've got the same here, where I've actually got to find the arrowheads, and also where fucking BDI Ranch is. Ah, here we go. 3 teaspoons equals 1 tablespoon. That I don't think was ever useful. Is the pint? I mean, this isn't important, but I'm just curious. Now, is the pint thing on here? Or was I just... Oh, it's further down. It will be, won't it? Yeah, 2 cups equals a pint. Okay, it's all there internally. I'm now curious if the baking was there, or if you can't just be meant to guess it because you sort of kind of baked some stuff once. There's going to be like a fucking cake book or something. Echo of the Gecko. Buckaroo Blues. I've not studied the book titles before. Is the secret book in here somewhere? I can't actually remember where that came up. Oh, that's a nice frolic. I'm a fan. I don't need this shit. Where do I get to the secret entrance? It was through this bookcase, wasn't it? Maybe it wasn't. Maybe I am wrong. Or maybe it's no longer relevant. Desert Serpents. One of these books. I mean, I think I hovered to see if I could touch it anyway. I think that's just... Do you reckon oh yeah! Just smash it with it. Nope, not readable. Good spot though. Thanks, Robo.
I don't need that right now.
It's got my own. I think I've already called the Rawleys since I got the... Yeah, I have. I was going to say I was going to call the Rawleys to ask for permission to look on their land for arrowheads, but I've already called them since I got that mission, haven't I? Because I was wondering if they'd tell me where BDI Ranch is. Don't think we have anything to talk about
Hello,
this
Nancy.
plan, have I?
Something I can do for you?
Yeah,
I'll let you
no.
get back to work.
Take
It's
care.
interesting that keeps being offered to me though. Like maybe there is something in it that I'm supposed to give a shit about. Probably not though. It's probably fine. So probably nearly done, but let's see if Tex is around for a chat. Hey buddy!
Need something?
Let's go with this one. Try and catch him out.
I'm pretty sure I saw Mary Yazzie riding on ranch property. Have you ever seen her riding around here?
Nope.
Nope.
Just wondered what she was doing.
I wouldn't worry about it.
Did I see you and Mary
go straight in.
Yazzie riding together?
Me and Mary Yazzie? Course not. Why, I ain't said more than 10 words to her since I got here. You're imagining things.
May I go riding again?
Yep.
Yep! I got a yep!
Talk to you later.
Yahoo!
So proud. Right, stop it there. Like, not as thrilling and exciting as the close to last week, eh? With that puzzle that I almost wanted to carry on doing, and in fact did in my own time, but not in part of the game. Like, I need to find, 3 more arrowheads, one of which I've seen, probably, depending on what you define as digging. And the other 2 I haven't got a clue. Like, I think I'm going to be quite tempted. by walkthrough stuff next time. But we'll see how it goes. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.